Admit it, you always wanted to play a peasant in these types of RPGs, especially first-person ones, because it gives a proper feeling of grind, weakness and frustration due to the fact that you were born as a peasant and you will die as a peasant. But in this case, this bloody peasant can mostly mutilate everything that comes in front of him. So this is Revenge of the Peasant build that focuses on a two-handed weapon, also a peasant weapon, a scythe, but it can be any of the other tools like pickaxe, shovel or whatever. However, it does need to be a weird one, meaning the one that drops in the second region, because those do much more damage than the regular ones. Weapon that I'm using is Wyrdscythe, but you can also use weird pickaxe, weird shovel, whatever there is that drops from peasants. I've also put in it a relic that increases melee damage by 10% and Bloodthorn, which is absolutely useless. And instead of Bloodthorn you can put any relic or just leave an empty slot. It's not going to make or break anything. Helmet I'm using is Abandoned Helmet, but it can also be something else like a Revenant's Cowl, anything that increases melee or physical damage. I don't know where I found this helmet, so if anyone can post in comments where this helmet is found, everyone would really appreciate it. Chest piece is Revenant's Ribcage, or again anything that increases melee damage, physical damage, whatever. The main thing is Peasant's Rat, also an item I have no clue where it's found. What I did is, after entering Connacht region, the second region, I made my way to Connacht city, and on the way I was killing everyone, and one of the enemies dropped Peasant's Rat, or maybe it was in the chest, I can't remember really, and I didn't record it. So again, if someone knows the exact location of this item, post in the comment section. This is a crucial item for the build though, because it gives double damage when using fishing rod, pickaxe, shovel or pitchfork as a weapon. Rest of the pieces are parts of Dual Knight set because they work fantastic for any sort of melee build. Rings can be whatever you want. For amulets I would suggest either Colm's Finger Necklace or Lifeblood Sapphire that increases incoming healing. Same thing with capes, either Dual Knight Cape or Keeper's Cape. Keeper's Cape and Keeper's Boots and the rest of the Keeper pieces drop from the first region after completing the main storyline there and then cleaning all the bandits from the map, which is a special task given after the main story of the first region has been completed. Attributes should look something like this: strength, endurance, perception, the main stats, with couple points in dexterity if you want, and 4 points in practicality if wearing Keeper's Boots. If you don't have Keeper's Boots, then 4 points in practicality are not needed. Main tree for this build is the two-handed tree, obviously. In it we have lots of fantastic stuff. This is how the skill tree should look like for you. Just copy paste things that I did here and choose for yourself how many points you would like to put for tiered upgrades. Basically what these upgrades are going to give us is more damage, of course, from two-handed weapons, and also specifically more damage from two-handed heavy attacks, which are focus of this build to an extent, the lifesteal that we get also with each hit, and reduced stamina usage. Next one is the general tree under strength. It can increase melee damage, but the thing that we want is increased damage against staggered enemies, because we are going to stagger enemies quite easily with heavy two-handed attacks due to the stamina drain that we do on them. Next one is parry. This is an optional tree, but I really like it because upon parrying we get increased lifesteal with this setup, increased crit chance, and we drain some stamina from our parries. Whole tree helps with the lifesteal, definitely. From the critical tree, main assignment is to get to Bloodthirst, which heals us for 4% of the damage dealt, but also having critical ages and Respite in Cruelty is fantastic because those upgrades are truly unbelievable for melee builds. Then we have the healing upgrades. Most importantly, we need from here Rejuvenation that increases incoming healing, which helps with the lifesteal because lifesteal is increased by incoming healing, and Revengeful Restoration that gives additional guaranteed lifesteal. Last tree that I put points in is the Armor tree. The main thing is to get the upgrade called the Best Offense, which gives us more melee damage depending on the armor points that we have. Good upgrade here is as well Inner Strength, because we do have some points in Endurance. Anyway, that's all for this build. Hope you enjoy playing as a Peasant for a change. Sorry I couldn't give you exact information for Abandoned Helmet and Peasant's Wrath, but I'm sure someone will find the exact locations and post them in the comment section. There's a lot of items in this game, which is a good thing, but sometimes you pick something up which doesn't even register, then you find out in the inventory that you have some kind of a new cool item, but it gets lost in the memory where you found it and then it's over. Wikis aren't much of help at this point, but I'm sure it's going to get updated soon with proper information. When it comes to playing this build, it's very simple, you just focus on heavy two-handed attacks, that's it. You can also spam light attacks, which is also a good thing, but with heavy attacks you can heal more per hit, but it can be troublesome to hit sometimes an enemy with the heavy attack, because of the weird hitboxes of the Wyrdscythe. Thanks for watching, Patreon, subscribe to our merch in the description if you're interested in that sort of stuff, and see you soon.